So I guess my fear was, if I hand this over, and I obviously have to hand it with some of my knowledge, are they going to forget? Are they not going to do it at the same time? And it's because I didn't document it. I know if I would have documented it, I would have had an easier time handing that task over, because I would be like, well, he has everything he needs in this document to do it exactly how I'm doing it. So that I think that is key. You know what? Why people get into that mindset? What do you think it is?
That it's easier for them to do it, or I mean,
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I say yeah.
Okay. I think it's that they can't do it as well as I can, and they really don't know what it is they need. I think by documenting processes, what you see is areas of opportunity to delegate, and then that identifies the person you need, and you can look for a specific skill set. And so what that process does is that it creates consistency, it creates an expectation, but more importantly, you bring on the right person, and with that amazing skill set, they are going to exceed your expectations of perfection. And that's where really the magic happens, and that's where growth happens.
Yeah. I think I feel like we've seen that lately with with our team. Every time they throw something back at us, we're like, wow, that looks so cool.
Yeah, I mean, and I think a lot of it is that letting go, right? Is because maybe as entrepreneurs, right, when you're building something or you're creating a piece of content, a massive video, long video, or a show in this case for like us, right? You're like, that's your baby, you know, and you invested time in learning these things, right? And I think it was I heard from Russell, like you can get your skill up to like a 6. And then you build another skill, you get it to another 6. And then you have all these things, all those skills into a 6. But for you, it looks like a 10. And it's super hard to let that one go. But then the second like you find that person with that you can assign it to that process, and they have a list that they can follow, then that person can take that to a 10, to an 11, to a 12, whatever, right? And they elevate that. And then you move to the next one. It's like, okay, who can I bring here that can do that? And I think in the past year, we have massive growth on that end, especially in the last 4 months since we started this, because we made this the priority, and we're like, okay, everything else, how can we like let it go? And we're like, okay, the first step is we got to document how we do it. And then with the team, we consulted. We're like, okay, here's how we do it. How will you do it better? How can we get to these results instead of this result? And it was amazing because ideas started flowing both ways. And the result was so much better and so much faster. And once you experience that, once you have a taste of that, you're like, oh my gosh, who else can we bring? So yeah, I love how you break it down, and then how you delegate it to other people.
I think too, maybe, I don't know, I'm thinking is people don't realize what's the possibility of what they can do with that now, time that they can allocate in something else, right? Mm-hmm. For example, we were just so stuck in fulfillment, and it actually wasn't until I think Offermind or OfferLab, one of those events, that we were like, dude, we're just like stuck in fulfillment doing the same thing, and that's why we're not growing, because we need to allocate our time now in sales and go out there and talk to people, create these relationships. And I think that was the point where we're like, okay, we need to bring some people in, and we brought them, and I mean, the rest is history.
Yeah,
in the history in the making.